IVM.
Hello! Good evening, guys. Good afternoon, good night. I don't know what time of the day you guys are listening to this. Thank you so much for joining us on another awesome episode of IVM Likes. This is the 175th episode. 175 episodes you've done of this show. Again, it's not the three of us who have done this. This has been previous members of the IVM staff. So woohoo to them.
Proud to be part of the legacy.
Yes. Woohoo! Thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who don't know how the show works, in the first half of this episode, of each episode, we recommend something that we have recently checked out or watched or read that we think you guys should check out as well, because we like it and hope that you guys like it too. On this episode today, we'll be talking about movies based on real life events. Or real life people, actually. That could also apply, because real life people make real life events happen. Am I right? Okay, awesome. Moving on, joining me on this episode today are Kaustav Banerjee. Hey Kaustav, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
And new member of the IVM family. In fact, a brand new member of the IVM family, Akhil Mahadevan. Akhil,
hello,
what's up?
Hello everyone. Hi, what's up?
Akhil has joined us as a producer just recently. I hear from sources that Akhil, you have an interesting background in what you worked at before IVM.
Absolutely, it's it's infamous, kind of.
Yeah, are you allowed to say that, or are you under like oath not to say that or something?
No, absolutely not. I think the entire reason I left the organization was that
so that you could speak about it.
Because I wanted to speak about it, exactly.
So Akhil used to work at, yes, please tell everyone,
Republic TV.
Yeah, India wants to know.
The nation wants to know.
Nation wants to know.
Oh, is that copyrighted, by the way? I think it is. He's got some special permission.
Pretty sure, bro.
What do you think the nation wants to know is copyrighted?
He's got a special permission to use that in every episode of his. So,
oh wow,
it is.
How can you just?
It's pretty much stamped all over the entire channel every day. So I'm guessing he must have like copyrighted.
It is. I'm sure about this. It is.
Okay, wow. So, but if it says that Republic TV, the nation wants to know, it sounds like we are asking Republic TV for the answers. Like you.
Yeah.
Why are you such an asshole?
Answer us.
But that's awesome, dude. Like, what was your experience like? Quickly, if you can just touch on that.
What
was it like working with Republic?
Very briefly, it was a fun place to work at, because it's huge.
Yeah.
And the exposure is amazing.
Yeah, sure.
Arnav is a tyrant. That's it. Full stop.
Fair enough. But the other workers and all, is everyone sold on his ideology, or some people differ?
I think there are. So it's always an extreme at Republic that I've seen. It's either you love him for what he does, or you hate him. But either which ways, you will watch him.
Yeah.
So that's the philosophy he's going for, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. I mean, not fair enough.
No, it's not.
But what are you going to do?
Unfair enough.
Yeah, unfair enough.
Nation does not want to know.
But that's awesome, dude. Like, I've not met someone who's worked at Republic. I don't think ever. So this is very cool.
I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of started the wave of people leaving the organization. I don't want to give credit to myself for it.
Were you part? So that there was a recent two reporters who left and went to the media about the kind of stuff they had to report on. Were you part of that?
Yes, I was not part of that, but I knew those people because we used to meet regularly. There were two floors. I used to work for the branded team on top. They would work for the content and stuff on the first ground. And you know how it started off was that everybody just wanted to let people know कि fake news फैलता है भाई और बहुत अच्छे से फैलता है.
और हम ही फैला रहे हैं.
It's kind of true. I'm just giving you revelations here. And other than that, my job profile was pretty simple and straightforward, and I was actually loving it. But the tyrant that Arnab is, he won't recognize you. Neither will his team. It's all it's his show.
So you think maybe he listens to this podcast and then he goes, "Hey, Akhil did not work here. Who's Akhil? The nation wants to
know." He will exactly be like that, and that is what was kind of my concern. I don't care if he did not bother, but I expect kind of an acknowledgement of the work that has
been done. Of the time you spent.
A revolutionary who wants some acknowledgement.
Yes, and not from Arnab himself, but from someone.
From someone
in the
in the
organization.
team, in the organization. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. Nice, man. Kaustav, now let's talk about some of your pathetic ex-bosses. No, it's cool. Let's not. All right.
Yeah.
You have quite a lot of stories. If you want to share, you can share.
No.
I won't stop you.
I'd rather not. I maintain that decorum where I don't badmouth my previous company. Unlike my good friend Akhil over here. But if I work for a company like that, I would be tempted as well, bro. So I completely get where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but I did leave due to the ethical reason that I just stated, so it was kind of my right to be able to bring it out into the foray. But yeah, I'm not really keen on being a good guy about
I'll give you a special article on that. Don't worry, bro. We'll have a blog for you, bro.
Yeah. But I actually think Akhil is doing I actually think Akhil is doing the right thing by speaking out, because I recently read a quote and it really resonated with me. Is being diplomatic gets you nowhere.
Absolutely, man.
Exactly. Being diplomatic gets you nowhere.
So, I have 2 examples with me right here if you know about them. But anyway, let's carry forward.
Okay. Wait, are you talking about me? Thanks,
no,
man.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's get down to business, as it were. Let's start with recommendations. And this time around, I'm going to change it up. This will surprise Kaustav a lot. Kaustav, I'm going to start with myself for the first recommendation. This has never happened before.
You're putting the limelight on yourself. How does that feel?
Pretty great. Also, my name is Antariksh. I didn't mention at the beginning of the episode. In case you guys are still wondering, whose voice could this be? It's Antariksh's voice. Anyway, let's start with the recommendation now. I want to recommend a new Netflix series. It's a docu-fiction series called Alien Worlds. Have either of you checked this out by any chance?
I've seen the poster, I think, on the recommendations.
Correct. It is on right now, so it must be in the recommendation walls and all that, right?
Okay.
All that stuff. So, Alien Worlds is a docu-fiction series.
I actually finished it.
You've watched all of it?
Sorry to interrupt you there. Yes, I actually just went through it, and the entire series is pretty mind-numbing, I would say, because I went through the entire thing, and it's new to me. Yeah.
Dude, so I am a huge alien UFO. Just a fanatic.
Area 51 guy.
Area 51, all that. Yeah, sure. all of that. I love listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. Any episode which talks about UFOs, I'm like, yes, that's my jam, dude. So I love that shit.
Definitely.
And what I really liked about this show, about Alien Worlds, so what it does is, I think it has like 4 or 5 episodes. I think 5 episodes, right? And on each episode, they talk about a different I wouldn't say fictional, but like a fictional planet only, like a planet that they make up, but they make up that planet with laws that apply on Earth. Okay, like so for instance, a lot of it has to do with gravity, like how gravity just changes everything. How do things affect gravity is how close you are to your star, to your parent star, right? So all of that comes into effect. So for instance, imagine a planet which has twice the amount of gravity of Earth, right? How would life, if life were to develop on such a planet, how would life develop? So now it's a slightly more calculated analysis than just like, oh, let's go to a planet and this is what is happening there. They have
my legs would pain, man.
For sure, dude. It's not for us.
Float.
But no, you won't float because once you're on the ground and if your body is heavy enough, then you won't be able to get off.
Yes,
is what we
if
learned
on the, ground,
on the docu-series. Yes,
yes.
Dude, again, so like, so what they do, what is fun to see on the docu-series is these guys create different plant life on different planets, create different animal life on different planets, and it's all CGI. It's all CGI done, but the CGI is really well done. Like it looks really
Very
good.
True. Very true.
So that's really good. One episode though, which I did not like, I watched the first 3 episodes, and I think I have to watch the 4th and 5th episodes still left. But the 3rd episode, I wasn't a huge fan of because they use the same footage again and again, which really irritated me.
Exactly. Oh, so you were not the only one to do that. I think was it Terra? Was it Terra, the one you're talking about?
I think Terra. It was the one with the creepy monkey. The one whose hands come out in a weird way.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, that episode.
They use the same footage again and again. Right?
Yeah, same footage again and again, like 5 times in the same episode. And I was like, okay, that's the episode they used less budget on. They use most of their big budget on the first episode, because that's what shows do like this.
It actually shows. I agree with you.
Exactly, right? Yeah, very cool. But still, it's worth a watch because you will understand Earth a little bit more because of this series, is what I feel. And it's a fun watch. It's a very fun, very easy watch. You'll just have a good time. Watch it with your loved ones, watch it alone. Just,
yeah. Yeah, emphasize on the alone bit a lot more, yeah.
What? Yeah, let's not go there right now. Kaustav, what about you, man? What would you like to recommend?
Let me start off with probably say a quiz. It's got someone as a lead role who should have a podcast for himself.
Oh, who's this?
It's also he plays a father figure for for Megan Boone. Let me give a hint for Megan Boone, and he has it's one of the best series out there where he's an ex Navy SEAL who surrenders to the FBI and gives an entire list of the most dangerous criminals out there for them to catch. Now I've laid out everything in front of you guys, so why don't you take a guess?
Oh, so the thing is, I know what your movie is because you told me before.
Yes.
Before we started recording. So,
okay.
Yeah, audiences, if you can guess what the movie is, please let us know in the comments.
They are going to know the movie, the series, right?
No, at this point, if you comment before this point, you might be getting a voucher from us.
Sweet nothing.
You won't be getting anything. Sorry. Nobody's a winner here. Okay, fine.
It's the Blacklist, of course.
Yeah, correct.
That guy should have a podcast, by the way.
Dude, for sure. It's James Spader has
just for his voice.
Fantastic. Yeah, dude. What a voice.
He should be the next Morgan Freeman.
No,
God himself.
That's a very different voice.
No, he could play the devil actually.
But I think he could play God. James Spader could be the voice of God, is what you're saying.
I would say Satan. I would rather go for Satan.
Yeah, because, I would love Morgan Freeman as God. James Spader as Satan.
Exactly.
Great movie. So let's make it happen.
Completely happening.
Yeah, done. James Spader was also the voice of Ultron in Marvel's Avengers, the second Avengers movie, Age of Ultron.
But insane character, Raymond Reddington. Go on.
Yeah, but I was just saying. I just remember James Spader was also one of the leads in Boston Legal, the TV show.
Yeah, he was.
Boston Legal, yes.
Yeah.
Also, I think character, the way he plays it in Blacklist, I have just seen a few episodes, but it kind of reminds me of like a role by Anthony Hopkins as a serial killer. It gives you that really creepy, intense serial killer vibe, but with a good heart. So you like to keep watching it no matter what happens. So yeah, I think
it's addictive.
When did Anthony Hopkins play a serial killer? What movie was this?
Wait, I'm not sure if the actor I mentioned was right, but I'm talking about the movie in which he has a mask on his mouth.
Oh no, Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, you're talking about Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. Yes.
Yeah.
So the way he communicates with the officer, it kind of gives me that vibe. Where he's locked up, but he's
that's true, man.
Immaculate about it.
He's also gotten an Emmy, by the way, for the best lead actor in the series.
For the series?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, dude. Damn awesome. Where can people watch Blacklist, by the way?
Netflix, as far as I know. I'm not sure about other platforms, but Netflix, 100%.
Netflix.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. That's very cool. Blacklist, recommended by Kaustav. Akhil, what about you? What would I recommend?
I wanted to recommend House of Cards. Actually, I know it's kind of basic, but I have been hearing about.
And also controversial. Turns out.
Extremely controversial. Which
I'm saying controversial because of the whole Kevin Spacey thing that happened. No.
Yeah, same. I'm going for the Kevin Spacey angle only, which is why I actually wanted to watch the show because I wanted to see why would they actually sack such a good actor. Because of something, that's something I really wanted to talk about. That I don't think an actor should be. Sacked from a show just because of something he's done outside from the industry, and that's what I stand for. Although he was into something very grave, which was very well documented.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind of sad.
I would say that in my opinion, if someone has done something heinous like this within the industry, then you shouldn't be getting more work from that industry, man. I would say. But again, see, so then there are like layers. Of course, everything firstly has to be proven.
It's an opinion. Yeah, exactly.
Things has to be proven. If things are not proven, you should not be firing people for sure. Yeah. But if things are proven, then I understand if people want to fire him. Again, it's a corporation's decision.
The thing that happened with House of Cards is that the information or the documented video which shows him, engaging in those acts was released way after, like almost 1 year later. And he was already sacked from the show by then. And he was no more president and stuff like that.
No, wait. Sorry, I'm sorry. There was a video which came out?
Yes, so there is proof officially on the dark web that he has engaged in pedophile acts, and which is why he actually
saying?
Yes, bro, that's exactly why I was like, Kevin Spacey, can he actually do that? 7, The Usual Suspects, like he's amazing the way he's acting. And
man, this sounds like forgive me for saying this,
conspiracy.
No, sounds like something Republic TV will make up. Sorry.
That's a burn.
Make up, but no, it's actually out there. I've actually
that is crazy, dude.
Circumstantial evidence which has been there, but it's sad. So basically, I wanted to talk about how, in my opinion, the show in itself is pretty controversial. So when it went through something like that, like an event which had to happen in some sort of way, it would have happened. So in the last season, they decided to get rid of the actor altogether. And I've seen that since the beginning of the show, they have kept his angle in such a dark and creepy manner that it would have actually made sense for him to, die at the end of it. But still, it left me like kind of
wanting more or something.
Sore and wanting more, definitely, because that actor
just like his victims felt. Am I right? Sorry.
Good one there. No, definitely what the victims wouldn't have wanted, but
yeah. Terrible joke. I'm so sorry, guys.
No problem, man.
Okay, that's cool, man. House of Cards, yes, of course, a legendary show, but mired with some dark history is just what it is.
Definitely. But the current elections has actually given some light to what actually happens behind the elections in the US with the mail-in system and
Correct.
And
so they talk about all that mail-in system and all, mail-in voting.
Yeah, they definitely mention it in the show, and like that's the process towards the end of it when he has to be elected as a president.
Yeah.
There are mails that come in and there are votes happening, and he blocks entire states so that the votes don't happen, and he gets the necessary votes for him to win. And stuff like that. The entire show is really intriguing, and the way he gets control of the entire government in just a year or so. Like he just has to have a library of his own name to be up there for him to get that recognition. That's basically the premise of the show. But if you watch it entirely, it's really fun, man.
Wow, dude, like that actually, dark. The library thing that you just said just reminded me of something in Veep also. Have you seen the show Veep?
Yes, I've seen a little bit of it.
So I love that show. It's again a very politically, like in the political sphere show.
Satirical.
It's about
satirical.
It's a comedy show. Yeah, it's about a woman who is starts off as a prime minister. Sorry, what was I saying? As the vice president of the United States, and one of her main aims is to have a library at some point named after Selina Mayo. That's her name on the show.
Right.
And so because that thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, because maybe that's a thing. Maybe that is what it takes. Like, you have a library now. Wow, you must be someone important. That makes sense.
Yeah, right.
That's cool. That brings us to the end of the first half of this episode. We'll just quickly run down our recommendations. I recommended the Netflix show Alien Worlds. Would highly recommend you check it out. Kaustav, what about you?
The Blacklist from Netflix as well.
Yep, and Akhil?
And House of Cards from Netflix.
All right.
And other.
Thank you so much, guys. See you guys in the second half.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. If you're not following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. It's been an absolutely incredible week on the network. We had so many great guests, so many great episodes. Advertising is dead. We had Faye D'Souza on. Varun took a break for 4 weeks, but what a bang he's back with. Siddharth Deshmukh celebrates the 100th episode of The Traveling Professor. It is an amazing show which I cannot say enough good things about. Please do listen to it. And a different Siddharth on the network, Siddharth Bhatia. He's just been absolutely guest after guest, right? This week, Zoya Akhtar talking about Gully Boy. I couldn't imagine a more interesting conversation. Ragini Kumar is on 2 different episodes this week. She is on Cyrus Says and she is on Edges and Sledges, both in anticipation of her new show, Zindagi Diaries. Do check out her appearance on both of those shows and her new show as well. Tanvi Ashlok of The Millennial Athlete had a phenomenal episode with Dinesh Karthik and Abhishek Nair. Absolutely riveting stuff, talking about mentorship in many different ways. Definitely do give that a listen. And finally, I have a request to all of you. We have our listener survey going out this week. Every year we send out a listener survey at the end of the year. We're doing it again this year. And we would really appreciate your help in letting us know a little bit more about yourself. Our advertisers are really keen to find out who is listening to us and more about them. Anything that you could do is kept anonymously, and we would really appreciate your help in this. And to sweeten the pot just a little bit, we'll be giving a randomly selected group of participants in the survey some IVM swag. Last year we gave out coffee mugs. What we're going to give out this year is still a surprise. So please do help us out. Would really appreciate that. And with that, let me get you back to your show.
All right, and we're back on the second half of this episode. Welcome back, guys. Joining me again are Akhil and Kaustav. Welcome back to you both as well. Guys, on this episode, we're talking about movies, mostly movies, but I guess we can touch upon a few TV shows if we can think of them. Movies that are based around true events or true people. Like I'm sure like movies like Bhag Milka Bhag also apply in this regard,
Definitely.
because it's based on a true person who made a true event happen, that is winning 100-meter race. That's
Dude, you've done a lot more than that.
I'm just joking, dude. Obviously.
Hard ho gayi trivializing.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. I'm just joking, guys. All right. Let me just start with, there are less such movies in Bollywood. So I think we can go from Bollywood to Hollywood. So if you guys have Hollywood movies in the same regard that you want to talk about, we'll wait for that in like the next 5 minutes or so. We'll get to those.
Okay.
But quickly, 3 movies in Bollywood that I really like that are based on true events are Swades, okay, is based on true events. It's about an actual NASA scientist who left his NASA job and came to India to settle in his village and then help his village out with the various things that is shown in the movie. Great acting. Shah Rukh Khan. Great acting.
Khan, yeah.
I forgot the actress' name. She's also quite nice. Songs are fantastic and they still hold up today.
A.R.
Rahman. Dude, legend, man. What a guy. The song Yun Hi Chal Raha, Yun Hi Chala Chal Rahi. Yeah.
The best.
Yeah, great. Ek Tara, Ye Tara, Wo Tara. Ek Tara, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ye Tara, Wo Tara, Har Tara.
Nice one, Amit. Good try. I will give that to you.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, love all those songs. Great, fantastic movie. Another movie that came out much more recently is Gully Boy.
Gully Boy.
Yeah, Meri Gully Mein. How do you so I imagine both of you have seen Gully Boy, right?
I haven't.
You haven't? Okay.
I have, yes.
Okay, cool. So Kaustav, spoiler alert.
How do you all get the time to watch so many things in life, man? I mean,
College kids.
Priorities.
Oh, that's a better answer.
No. So Gully Boy mein, had you guys seen the video of Nazy and Divine before the movie came out? Right? I had seen the video about like at least like 5 years back or 4 years back, I think.
Just a segue to the entire thing. So Divine has a tattoo on his right hand, which is like a new tattoo. A friend of mine did that free hand, bro. Just check that out if you want, by the way.
The Pap wala?
No, it's the one with the flames. So, have you seen that? It's right here.
Okay, well, what's your friend's name? Is he
Andrew, Inkster Tattoo Shop. Right.
Okay, I know Inkster. I've seen Inkster. Yeah, I've seen Inkster.
Of course, it's under Curly's in Anjuna.
Correct.
In pictures, though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow, dude, damn cool. All right. So then Gully Boy is one. So this was one. Gully Boy second, and one more is Sanju. I really love Raju Hirani as a director. Really enjoy. I would say I've enjoyed every single one of his movies up till now, and Sanju was no different for me. I had a really good time, and Sanjay Dutt's life is just so, again, just such a fascinating
But the
life.
thing about that movie was that it was so hyped and made to be
for sure.
Look like such a fictional story, even though
Correct.
the truth. But even beyond that, it's been a little fictionalized. Yeah.
But of course, they definitely, I'm sure they definitely watered down some of the more heinous times in Sanju's life. Because, dude, obviously, man, like a lot of the things that he did are definitely worth criticizing.
Nobody's gonna put that on TV. Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, but again, like to be fair to Raju Rani, he did put some of that. Like, he did show the whole gun sides of it. You know, the whole having firearms, illegal firearms, and all that stuff. So some of it was shown, but then he did try to also say, "Oh, this guy was wronged, and this guy was like misunderstood or misled." You know, and
वो तो एकदम family friendly.
Correct. Like at what point do you take a responsibility of your own life? You know, but still a great movie. And the sad thing about that movie though is that not a single song I remember from Sanju. The movie is good. I just don't remember any song, dude. Do either of you?
Not worth it, I guess.
Right? Yeah, dude. Isn't that weird?
I remember, actually.
How many good movies can you think of which you don't remember a single song from? Not many, I would say. Not many in Bollywood, at least, is what I would say. So that brings us to
Raju Hirani tried to experiment there.
Yeah, with bad songs. Good experiment.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So that's my Bollywood list is done. Do either of you have any more things to get in Bollywood? Otherwise, we'll touch upon Hollywood.
Oh yeah, we should go for Hollywood, but so Gangs of Wasseypur is one of the movies that you can watch. Of course, a lot of people have watched it.
It's not true events, buddy.
It is. It's based on true events. It's based on true events.
What? Gangs of Wasseypur based on true events?
Yeah, bro. Even Sarkar, for that matter. Sarkar is all Thackeray family, man.
Yeah, that's true.
But Gangs of Wasseypur is also based on true events.
Okay, wow, I did not know that, dude. That just changes my entire perspective. Wow.
Have you seen Madras Cafe, by the way, by any chance?
Yes.
I'm a fan of Sujit Sarkar. Yeah, I'm a fan of Sujit Sarkar, but not seen that movie, no.
Yeah.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, it's about, I've seen parts of it, it's about Sri Lanka or something, no?
So not Sri Lanka, it's a co-op kind of a thing in Madras. Where these guys.
So before we say anything, like, are we going to talk about Scam 1992? Because that's gave me the idea altogether. To be honest.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie, man. Sadly, yeah.
So
I've just heard the song.
Yeah. So
also, one of my cousin brother is acting in it. Yash Barua, if you know him, it's a side role. Just look that up.
Okay.
You know, it's very sad. You had to think about your cousin's name.
Hey, come on. So I have a lot of cousins, okay? I didn't want to have that wrong.
So. Okay, I got confused. Which cousin?
But the entire show is kind of like a waste of time. Matlab, I don't know. It was my opinion, but it was so hyped, bro. Matlab,
wait. Scam 92 is a show, right? It's not a movie. It's a show.
No, yeah, it's a show, but it's been hyped like I know obviously like तुम बोलोगे कि series है तो वो लोगों ने खींचा है, but even for a show it's so dragged on, man, like crazily dragged on. The entire story could have been very well represented, but yeah, that's my opinion.
I get that, man. That makes sense.
Obviously they made us aware of this something like this after watching Big Boys Billionaires. I believe that
exactly. I was getting
Scam 1992. Yeah, Scam 1992 is good for the movement, kind of.
Correct, but exactly though, right? Like I think Scam 992 and Bad Boy Billionaires came out at so close to each other that they will forever be remembered together in one vein. You know, no?
Exactly.
It's just what it is.
COVID-19 wave of shows.
Yep, that's very true. Yeah. All right, Akhil, any other Bollywood, any more things in Bollywood that you would like to talk about? Otherwise, we can move on.
No, that's about it. Let's move on to Hollywood. We got
All
a lot
right,
there.
Hollywoodies. There's so many fantastic movies based on true events. I'll start with one, then you guys can go ahead. And because I have like at least 5 excellent movies that I'm a huge fan of. Okay, so one of them, fucking brilliant movie. It's called, of course, you guys definitely know this movie. It's called Goodfellas.
Oh, of course.
Directed by Martin Scorsese and starring Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, and Joe Pesci,
Beautiful
among
movie.
various other actors. Fantastic movie. One of my favorite opening lines in any movie ever, which is, if you guys remember, for us, Ray Liotta closes the bonnet on a dead body. The bonnet, I'm saying, the boot of the car, he closes it on a dead body, and he goes, "For as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster."
Yeah,
That's the first line. That line gives me chills, dude. I love that movie so much.
And the Italian accent and everything that goes along with it, man.
Fantastic, dude. Fantastic.
I guess Joe Pesci actually got a big break from that movie. Or maybe that was his break, right? Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure about that part because Joe Pesci's done some really good work in the 90s.
Amazing movies. I think Martin Scorsese kind of loves Joe Pesci for the way he acts.
Yeah, for sure, man. Of course. Joe Pesci is like a very unique kind of actor, right? Like that voice, those mannerisms are very Joe Pesci. Like I don't think you can see them. That famous why you laughing? What I amuse you, I make you laugh. That part is hilarious.
Very realistic portrayal, yeah.
Also a great, fantastically done, so well choreographed, a long shot in Goodfellas when Ray Liotta enters the club with his girlfriend. And he takes her through the back entrance, through the kitchen and all that.
Correct, and a private setting for themselves, right?
Yeah, like a private booth they have, yeah. Great, what an amazing long shot. Fantastic. One of the all-time great movies.
It's got around. It must have. It might have had around 70% of the Sopranos cast in it, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Side supporting actors. It's all the Italians out there. They're insane.
So that means that Sopranos had a lot of the cast from Goodfellas, right? Not the other way around.
Did I say the other way around?
Yeah, you said the other way around.
My bad.
No worries.
But yeah.
So it basically this movie follows the rise of I'm forgetting the name of the actual gangster. The gangster's name was Henry Hill, played by Ray Liotta. It's the rise of Henry Hill in the Italian mafia in the United States.
He's become so old now, man. I mean, have you seen him lately?
Yeah, I have. Ray Liotta has been very old, but that's just how time works, I guess.
It is a very old movie, right? I mean,
it is 1990. Yeah, the year 1990.
So,
but fantastic movie.
Were you born by then, or?
I was born 92. I saw the movie very late. I saw the movie in in college. So I was you can imagine about 7 years back or something, 7 years back. But fantastic, amazing, Goodfellas. What about you, Akhil? Any particular movie? And we'll get to more. Let's do one each.
Yeah, I wanted to actually talk about Catch Me If You Can because I rewatched that show.
Kaustav just made that movie. Costa just made that expression because he also had Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, you want to talk about? Okay, sorry.
No, but it's totally cool. It's totally cool, dude.
Go for it.
We can all like the same. Yeah.
I really want you to go for it then because I did not know that you were going to mention it. But
no, it's cool. Please go ahead, bro.
Okay, now you already mentioned it. Now you have to. Sorry.
Go for it. Okay, cool. So this movie I actually rewatched recently. It was on my Netflix recommendations, and I had watched, but I'm going to be honest with you, I just watched bits and pieces of it. Knew the story, knew the person it was talking about, but I rewatched it very recently with a sound mind, and what a movie. I mean, I believe Leonardo Dicaprio can just be another person in every movie.
Yeah,
that's
agreed.
So visible. Like even the movie Revenant, which he has done, is also based on another person's real life, and he becomes someone else. So in Catch Me If You Can, if you see his transition from becoming like a nobody who's asking for his father's, he wants his approval to, be able to become someone big in life. And then when he actually becomes someone big, his father knows that, there's something deeply wrong going on, but he's still willing to accept the fact that his son is, a big person now. That
So
aspect
all of his disguises and everything that he did was under the age of 19, by the way.
19,
Yeah, right.
yes.
It was
The entire scam was between 19 to 22. That was the age range.
Wow. It was following the exploits of a con artist called Frank Abagnale.
Frank
Jr.
Abagnale, yeah. Junior.
Frank Abagnale Jr. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Just fantastic. What a story. And what amazing cons also,
Pan
man.
Am pilot,
pilot,
cabin crew
lawyer.
members around him, it was just like he's one of the masters of disguise out here. But would you rate Johnny Depp better than him? I think he would be, right?
As an actor?
Not as an actor, as a person who can, as a chameleon per se.
Pretty much.
It's a close call, right?
I mean, I would tend to agree.
Goth getup. Yeah.
Correct. I would tend to agree because Johnny Depp does those kind of roles where you need a get-up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Tim Burton movies and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, to Catch Me If You Can, let's not forget to mention Tom Hanks is also a great, amazing addition to that movie.
Classic acting in that movie.
Of course, yeah.
It feels like we mentioned Tom Hanks in every episode of IVM Likes, by the way.
Do we?
Good, sir.
The previous episode we did.
Okay. Oh, man.
I think the one before that as well. I'm not sure. But yeah.
I don't. Maybe very possible. I actually have a Tom Hanks movie as well to talk about, but let's get to Costa first.
So since my good friend Akhil stole my recommendation, I'd recommend Pearl Harbor.
Republic.
I'd recommend Pearl Harbor as a movie. It looks like a portrayal of what actually must have happened over there. And it's just heartbreaking, man. I mean,
Very true. What a movie, man. Classic.
Dude, one of what's her name? One of my most favorite actresses.
I know.
Kate Beckinsale. I love her so much, dude. She is so awesome in Underworld. Another true story, guys. No, it's not a true story. I'm joking. It's a movie about vampires and werewolves. But Kate Beckinsale is too awesome. And again, Ben Affleck is there in the movie in Pearl Harbor, and Josh Hartnett is also there.
So young, so young.
Yep,
but
cool.
It didn't win a lot of awards per
Dude,
se,
because it was a Michael Bay movie, man. Michael Bay movies are not going to win anything.
But it's all about the grandeur in his movies, I would say.
Yeah,
it's rated so low with respect to IMDb, with respect to Rotten Tomatoes.
Dude, it's because a lot of it has to do. Okay, go back and watch it now. You will not like Pearl Harbor as much. It's just what it is. Yeah, because it's a Michael Bay movie, and Michael Bay movies don't technically age that well. The only Michael Bay movie I can think of that has aged decently okay is Bad Boys 1.
But almost 500 million.
That is an evergreen one.
Yeah.
So the thing about Michael Bay movies is I feel that he goes for the theatrics of it so much.
Yeah, he goes to the theatrics, the explosions. You know what? There's a term for that. The term for that, it's called Bayhem. Like mayhem, but Bayhem.
Bayhem.
There's a term for that. Michael Bayhem. Yeah.
So I believe it's meant for a one-time watch in a theater, but I wouldn't say that for Pearl Harbor or Bad Boys 1. Because these are evergreen movies just for the story itself,
But it cleared almost 500 million in box office, man. I mean,
Of course. Michael Bay movies make a lot of money. They just don't win the prestigious awards and all. Because I don't think that's the aim.
He's like the Rohit Shetty of Hollywood.
Exactly that. That is exactly what it is. Okay, that's cool. Pearl Harbor. Coming to my, so I have like a few more. So I'll get to one Tom Hanks on because I already mentioned it. Have you guys seen Captain Phillips, the movie?
Oh, wow.
Again, based on two events.
One of my favorite Tom Hanks movies. Yes.
Oh, wow, dude, that's great.
Hands down.
So again, great movie directed by Paul Greengrass, the director, and just amazing, dude. Tom Hanks makes you feel like you are in the ship with him, which has been taken over by pirates. Somalian pirates, and just nothing much to add to that. Just great acting.
To be honest, sorry, go ahead.
Great acting from the the actor also. I'm forgetting the black actor's name who played the Somalian pirate.
Abdi.
Abdi. Yeah, what is his name?
Bakard Abdi.
Bakar Abdi.
Yeah, Barkhat Abdi.
I wanted to say one thing about Captain Phillips. Actually, the entire movie is just like too sick. I mean, it's sick. I would say it's crazy the way it's been made. But I saw it on a flight. Okay, the first time I saw it, and the one thing that stuck with me in the entire movie is that the end scene when he actually gets free.
Yeah, he's just so shaken, right?
He's getting tested by the doctor, and that sticks with you, man. Like no matter what
the trauma,
it's also won the Academy Awards for the Best Picture. Captain Phillips.
Yes, and even the Somalian guy was actually nominated
Best supporting
Best supporting actor.
Yeah, very true, man. It's actually also very similar to. I mean, no, not really similar, but Captain Phillips always reminds me of another Tom Hanks movie called Sully. The Miracle on the Hudson.
Sully, yes.
Which he landed a plane
Captain
on
Sully.
the Hudson River. Yeah,
absolutely.
He landed a river.
Sully, yeah.
Dude, you're saying he won? It won an Academy Award, an Oscar.
Yeah, Best Picture. It's nominated.
Nominated.
The Best Picture. Right. My bad.
Fair enough.
My bad. Yeah.
Okay, so it was nominated.
Yeah.
Cool. Moving on from Captain Phillips, Kaustav, anything?
I think I don't have anything. Man.
Okay, I'll just run down a few more movies I want to talk about, and you guys can just pitch in and then add more if you want.
Yeah, are we cutting this part?
Yeah, we'll cut. So we'll talk about Goodfellas.
Cut as you please.
I've already talked about Goodfellas. I've talked about Captain Phillips. I also want to talk about 3 more movies that I have that are excellent. 2 of them are directed by David Fincher. Okay, the director David Fincher. He was a director of Fight Club. He was a director of Gone Girl and other movies like that. The 2 movies I'm going to talk about are Zodiac, based on the Zodiac killer. He was a serial killer in America. Great movie. Starring Robert Downey Jr., Jake Gyllenhaal, and amongst other various people.
Woo!
And great, fantastic movie. And the second David Fincher movie I want to talk about is The Social Network, starring Jesse Eisenberg and again among other people. Justin Timberlake is there, by the way, in Social Network. But anyway, both these movies are so amazing.
He was the founder of which? What was Facebook? That? No. In The Social Network, Justin Timberlake was the founder of one app, musical app.
Yeah, something with M, no?
Can you recollect it?
Napster.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Napster, Napster, correct.
Yeah. So Zodiac basically follows the journey of is based on true events. The Zodiac killer, if you guys are not aware, is a great. If you guys are interested in reading up about serial killers and stuff, I know it's a very sadistic thing to do, but I don't know. It's something that has interested me.
You do you.
Yeah, you do you. Exactly. The Zodiac killer was just a little bit of history. Was a serial killer back in the day in America in the early 1900s. I'm not that early. I think I want to say in the 1950s or 40s, something like that. Okay. And so what he did was he would kill people, and then he started sending letters to news outlets. Like the same letter would go to multiple news outlets saying, if you do not publish this article, so publish this in your next article that this letter I've sent you, I will kill more people. Okay. So initially newspapers went ahead with it and printed this shit. Okay. But he still continued killing. And so the movie follows there's a reporter played by Jake Gyllenhaal who's following this case, and he through his investigative journalism he's trying to figure out and narrow down who this person could be. And Robert Downey Jr. also there in the movie, and he plays another journalist who gets obsessed with this story, obsessed with this killer and trying to find the killer.
Have to watch this. Definitely gonna have to watch this.
Yeah, correct. But a fact about the whole Zodiac killer thing is that the killer was never caught. So it's still an open case. And for years, this has been a running theory that the Zodiac killer still exists. So that
makes it even more interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a fascinating. This guy had like a whole sign which he would leave on I think on the bodies of his victims and stuff. He had like a calling card kind of thing. Yeah, dude, it was like a whole thing and
like Hrithik
very
Roshan
well
from that
made.
Dhoom movie. Dhoom.
Huh. Yeah, correct. A, no, he was A or
A,
something.
you would leave
Yeah,
an A, right?
correct. Yeah, something like that only. I'm sure that's where they got the idea from.
I hope
Uh,
not.
yeah. The second movie I was talking about is Social Network, starring Jesse Eisenberg. Again, just a fantastic movie, dude. It's fantastic acting all around. The movie seems like it might get boring, but it never gets boring somehow. And there's a whole parallel between how his life is going on right now, and then him in that deposition with his business partner, like in that
Right.
court
The
meeting or whatever you call it.
parallels that they
Yeah,
draw,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, very well done. Very well done. The last movie I want to talk about very quickly is again this movie I saw I think like 2 years back or 3 years back, and I loved it. It's called The Big Sick, starring Kumail Nanjiani and Zoe Kazan.
Okay.
The Big Sick is directed and written by Kumail Nanjiani and his actual real life wife called Emily V. Gordon. The story goes that Kumail and Emily, Kumail is a comedian, stand-up comedian, and while they were dating, Emily and Kumail back in the day, before they got married and all, she had a disease due to which she had to be put in a medically induced coma. Okay, and before that happened, she had just broken up with Kumail, but then he found out, and he still had to come and take care of her because he had just broken up with her and he still loved her, right? So he had just broken up with her, and he had to come and hang out at the hospital while she is in a medically induced coma, and then chill with her parents after her parents know that they have just broken up.
Oh, yeah. This is interesting.
Yeah, so it's a very good and heartfelt movie, very cool, very romantic, and just a nice, happy, fun watch. Please check out The Big Sick, and that's it from my end.
Awesome.
Any more movies that you guys would like to get to?
I have a recommendation.
Yes,
please.
even
I'll
I
give
do.
you all a
But go
hint
ahead.
again.
Yeah.
It goes along with that song. Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit. What's the name of the song?
Pursuit
Pursuit of Happiness.
Of course, man.
Gonna have to pretend that we didn't know what was coming.
Hey, y'all
correct.
didn't know that was one of my recommendations, but y'all knew I was going to sing the song over here, so never mind.
Cool.
But yeah, Pursuit of Happiness, it's beautiful. Has it made you guys cry, by the way, by the end of it?
Man, I'll be honest, I've not seen the full movie from start to finish ever.
Yes.
All the seen in parts.
You should watch it.
A triple yes.
And yeah, it did make me cry, bro. I mean, that's just it's
Dude,
something about that movie.
Yeah, it has the feels for sure, dude.
Yeah,
Will Smith acting is great. Jaden Smith's first movie, right? Was it not?
Absolutely, yeah. He's so little, like 3-4 years, I think, 5 max, I think.
Yeah, correct.
I think he's smaller than that because, but still, he's so in the scenes. You know, he's actually mature the way he talks to his father.
Yeah.
It's been portrayed as such a mature kid, and
the struggle. That's the kind of a struggle that. Probably I see myself going and probably earning millions of dollars. But yeah, that struggle is real, man. I kind of get that.
And that movie has a lot of scenes that make you feel on a very visceral level.
Yeah,
very visceral level.
Emotional appeal, of course, the entire movie. But then again, it's
Will Smith is obviously such a good character actor. You know, he can get into that character and act like that person. You know, as he was playing it himself. But I think about Pursuit of Happiness, it's the dialogues, man. Like I can't name the dialogues to you right now. I can't say it out. But like if you go through the movie again and you just go through the dialogues, it hits you, man. Every line, you know, even the acting, and it just goes very well. And I did not expect Jaden Smith to be such a loved character, to be honest. But he was amazing in that movie.
Yeah, Chris Gardner. It's on Chris Gardner, the real life person. Yeah,
did not know that.
You know how often people say, "Hey man, you need to grow up." Jaden Smith needs to stay a kid to be a good actor.
Go back.
Go back, Jaden. All right, I think that's about it for this episode, guys.
I have.
One more. I'm so sorry.
One finale movie. I'm surprised nobody mentioned this. Because I wanted to talk about, since you mentioned Gone Girl.
Yeah.
Bruce, sorry, I'm saying Bruce Wayne. not Bruce Wayne, but the guy who plays Bruce Wayne. It's
Christian
one of
Bale.
his famous. Yes, he's one of his. No, not Christian Bale. The latest Batman.
Oh, what's the name?
Just mentioned him. Okay, this
what?
is guess, guys. The new
Talking
Batman.
about the new Batman, no? What's his name, dude? I forgot his name. The Twilight guy.
No. Oh, sorry, the one before him. Yeah, you just mentioned him.
Christian Bale.
After him.
After Christian Bale, there was a Ben Affleck. Arey, what am I saying?
Ben Affleck. Yes.
What am I saying? Yeah,
so
sorry.
Ben Affleck, directed and played a lead in this movie. I'm talking about Argo.
Of course, yes, he won an Oscar. Dude.
He won an Oscar for that, and
best director or something.
Best director and as an actor, I think. But
very possible. Yeah.
No.
I know he won at least for like best screenplay or best director.
Best screenplay and director only. Correct. Yeah. So yeah, that movie is actually the way it's been shot. It's so fast paced, but it slows you down exactly when you need to be slowed down. Like. The parts where he's in Israel and the airport scenes.
Yeah,
it's just amazing the way the movie has been shot. So that's one movie I wanted to talk about. Argo, beep yourself. That's the tagline for the movie.
Okay,
Argo,
nice.
Fuck yourself.
Dude, also I just realized we did not get to Wolf of Wall Street. How did we miss that? Dude?
A lot actually. Wolf of Wall Street. Any Leo movie.
Yeah, so many movies. I'm sure we missed out.
It was one of the best.
Wolf of Wall Street is a fantastic movie. Again, Martin Scorsese.
Why did he not get an Oscar?
What's your favorite scene in the Wolf of Wall Street?
When he's coming out of the Lamborghini.
Yeah, correct. The
You know what's mine? When he throws that bundle of cash from his from his boat to those FBI people or the IRS people who tried to deal him.
Take this.
The difference, difference in thinking between your two answers.
hey, come on, that was a baller moment, okay? I would do that if it were on me,
True.
It's your life, but anyway.
All right, thank you guys. This has been just an amazing episode. We've recounted some very cool movies based on true events. That if you guys want to go back and listen to the episode, you guys should do that and check out these movies. Thank you so much for joining us. Kaustav, where can people follow you online?
You guys already know that I'm already an influencer, dude. Come on, what are you even asking me for? Okay. But
this is good one. What is this behavior, Kaustav?
Y'all can find me on Kaustav_13 at Instagram. Same goes with Twitter, but I'm not active on Twitter, so that's just it.
Yeah. Akhil, where can people follow you online?
@Neo, that is NEO from Matrix _MDVN. On Instagram. Yeah.
Wow. Someone write that down.
Oh, wow.
Please do.
And I am Antariksh on Instagram. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you so much for listening. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.
What are some of the radical changes that are now shaping our workspace? With physical distancing and heightened safety protocols being the norm, will technology finally make its large-scale entry to the workspace? Will design as we know it change for the long term? Is it possible for the Indian commercial real estate space to adopt a 360-degree approach to sustainability? Join our hosts at the Future of Space podcast by RMZ as we deliberate with industry leaders, analysts, and bright young minds on the way forward for the workspace given the new COVID normal. Tune in to the IVM Podcasts app or wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
जिंदगी डायरीज के पन्नों में कुछ पुरानी यादें, समुंदर किनारे झूमते दरख्त, जवान दिल की धड़कनें और अनजान मुलाकातें हैं। तो आइए खोलिए मेरे साथ जिंदगी डायरी के पन्ने और साथ ही खुलकर जीते हैं जिंदगी। आप सुन सकते हैं जिंदगी डायरीज IVM पॉडकास्ट ऐप या वेबसाइट पर, या जहां कहीं से भी आप अपने पॉडकास्ट सुनते हो।